Good morning all on this fine Sunday morning. Well, I hope it's fine where you are. It's raining here. So if you're in the UK, it's probably raining where you are. But fear not, we can change all that with a few clicks on my website. And this week it's absolutely packed full of travel offers. So full, in fact, I'm not sure where to start. I know, Stopover holidays. Now, if you don't know what a stopover holiday is, it's basically a way to turn one holiday into two for very little money. Now, if you're planning a trip to the Far East or further afield to Australia, New Zealand perhaps, then you're most likely looking at one of the Middle Eastern carriers like Qatar Airways. Now, that means you're going to have a stopover, a layover in Doha. Now, that could be anything from a couple of hours. I certainly wouldn't recommend any shorter than a couple of hours. Big airport. However, you can actually stay for up to 96 hours. And in those 96 hours, you'll need a place to stay. And thanks to Discover Qatar, you can stay in a fantastic 4-star hotel from $14 a night. You can stay in beach hotels, premium hotels. You can even stay in the finest luxury hotels for $83 a night. I mean, it's ridiculous. So that is well worth looking out for. It's on the website. Just go to latest flights, stopovers. There's a link in the description below, of course, that will take you straight to that information. But if you are planning a trip to Asia for longer than even 96 days, then perhaps a gap year, or you know someone going on a gap year, or you really fancy a 3-month, 6-month trip, then AirAsia have a flight pass, $316. And what does that flight pass give you? It gives you unlimited base fare flights. You still have to pay taxes and carriers, and if you want to reserve a seat and all that sort of stuff, but basically you can fly for free for a year. So if that fits in with plans to Asia, that's definitely worth looking at. But if we're staying closer to home, but obviously we want some winter sun, then we've got Madeira. We've got Morocco. We've got some wonderful hotels in the Canaries, and they're all offering great rates. And obviously, there's a link to all that in the description. Want even more sun? Want to guarantee that sun? Not that you could really guarantee it. What about the Caribbean? There's great all-inclusive deals from Sandals, and that includes flights with British Airways or Virgin Atlantic. And of course, it's all-inclusive, and there's some fantastic prices on that. And there's also some great Caribbean cruises. Celebrity have got some fantastic deals. NCL have got some great deals. And of course, this is all on the website. And if we're thinking of cruising, £650 will get you a transatlantic cruise with Celebrity Cruises. £6,500 will get you 50 nights cruising from Sydney, Australia, home to Southampton, taking in the wonders of Africa. But you'd have to be quick to grab that. I think that's a really good... I know £6,500 is a lot of money, but I think it's a great deal. And the reason it's a great deal is it leaves Sydney on March the 3rd. So you've got to get down to Sydney between now and March the 3rd. But the good news on that is I've seen Qatar and Etihad have got one-way tickets to Sydney that will get you to Sydney for March the 1st, March the 2nd for £550. That's not bad, is it? So if you fancy going chasing some big cats in Africa and 50 nights on a boat, I really recommend that. I'd love to do that myself. But of course, I haven't really got the time. So I have some more big cat news for you. It's all about big cats. But before I tell you that, let me tell you about my free travel newsletter. Now, if you go over to the website to look at any of these offers, you'll see there's a link to the newsletter. And you'll find the highlights of the offers from every week in that newsletter. It's free to sign up, of course. It only takes a second. And we only send one email out a week. No spam, no third-party nonsense. It's just one email from me on a Sunday morning with everything I've been searching for all week and everything exciting and interesting that's taken my fancy. Which brings me nicely back to another big cat. How about some tigers in India? This is another one I'd love to book. It's a fully guided 10-day tour with Titan of India's Golden Triangle. And it includes a safari in the Ranthambore National Park. And it's advertised with early morning sunrise safaris in search of the Indian tigers. That's got to be a trip. That's got to be a trip. That's definitely worth checking out. Anyway, with all that talk of cats, let me finish with some news about a mouse. Now, not only is Disney offering free nights on their Easter breaks to Walt Disney World, but did you know you can book and plan your dream trip to Walt Disney in Florida today, right now, and you don't need to pay for it today? Well, apart from a £50 deposit. And it actually gets better. The payments that you set up are fully flexible. So you can pay each month to suit. Obviously, you've got to pay it off before your not your travel date, but your payment date, which I think is about 6 weeks beforehand. But check the details for exactly that. But a Disney holiday, it's kind of a once in a lifetime. And the fact that it is expensive. And of course, once you get there, it's expensive again. But the fact that you could plan it, you could be going on the site today, looking at a trip in 2026, set up a payment plan, work it out yourself, put your £50 down, and you're going to see Mickey Mouse. How cool's that? Anyway, that's enough for this week. I need you to let you get on with your day. I'm just off to book a cheap flight with Eurowings or Etihad. Plenty of those on the site as well. But whatever you've got planned today, I hope you have a great one. And if you ring the bell, press subscribe, I'll see you next week for some more fantastic travel offers from my searches this week. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, guys. Bye for now.